I mean, there's a lot going on in Detroit right now. There's the redevelopment and the downtown area, and all the people moving down into the business district, and living a very urban sort of lifestyle. That's great, but that's such a small segment of the city. And I know it's getting a lot of press and good publicity, but the other 96% of the city is still predominantly untouched. I don't want to discourage, development going on, but there needs to be some kind of equal sharing of all the wealth that's going back into the city, but I don't see that happening.
You look at around you and it all has changed. It has changed. Some things for the better and some things not for the better.
It is what you make it.
Yeah,
It's not. It's not what it is. What it is. It is what you make it.
Yes.
What you want it to be. Something has got to give. The only thing that's coming back is downtown area to draw in more contracts. But nobody is talking about where the elderly gonna go when they get through raising the rent or building any houses or anything affordable along the riverbank or along the river lines, so we all can enjoy, besides just the rich folks that's coming back and that can afford all of that.
The prime properties is by the water. This is where everybody wants to be, the Jefferson area, the downtown area, the east type area. So where do these people go?
Me and my husband has been living on the river for the last 20 years. We worked all our lives to be where we at, for him to get to the point where he's at. And now I'm constantly feeling threatened. I feel like the person that's there now only wants the almighty dollar.
The almighty dollar. That's
almighty
a good one
dollar.
right there. The almighty dollar.
Every year, the rent goes up, up, up. They have plans to put the rent up so high that we can no longer afford it. So where will we go then? So those are some of the things that I worry about.
You kind of see that all over.
You kind of see that all over, but where would you go? Where would you go if the owner's plan is to raise the rent till $1,200 and $1,500 and you can no longer pay it? Where would you go? Because all of the neighborhood houses are gone. There's no neighborhoods to move back into. So where would you go? You either have to move to the west side, or you find you a room somewhere, or you keep it moving. My plan is to keep it moving. I don't want to move, but I feel like we've been forced to make a decision, because I can see it coming.
Yes. They say the money is the root to all evil. And I know that we have to have it to live and to survive, but that is surely a true statement because it does a lot of evil. It makes evil within other, in people, within people.
Money is not the evil. It's the people that's using it for evil things, for evil ways.
Why in the heck are we paying sports people, football, basketball, whatever, those types, the money that we're paying them and paying that teacher $35,000 to $40,000 a year? Why? Answer me why? I think it's backwards. Why are we, our police officers are only being paid $35,000, $45,000 a year to protect us? Why? But you paying that ball player millions of dollars to throw
and he ain't even popping like he's supposed to be popping. He missing, ain't catching no balls, ain't throwing them. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
there are people in this world that feel like we do. I'm quite sure that
There's a whole bunch of in this world feel like we do. It's just that I think people are afraid that their voice won't be heard. That it really just doesn't matter no more because
young
I'm old
generation
now.
I hear.
I'm old
especially
now.
in my community. The girl, I got a lady that work with me, young girl. She, no, I don't vote. We were talking about the voting. She said, "No, I don't." I said, "What do you mean you don't vote?" I like the law. I said, "Honey,
Do you know what we
because
went
it's
through?
coming." Yes. She
Yes.
said, "Well, the voters never done nothing for me, so that's the reason why they ain't doing nothing for." I said, "How do you think that you got the opportunity to vote, young lady?" Let's take this back.
And they
Not
feel like
just
nothing
with
is
African American, but
Everybody.
women. Let me say this. I'm gonna say this. If you look at some of the older things, it was women, not just African American. Women did not have a right to vote. Women stood and fought and held each other to make unionized to you. The women done these things to help that man get to where today. Women before vote. So you to tell
Women's
me,
always been the strong ones
but always
standing
been the
behind the
backbone.
man, but in the
you
back,
can-
you know,
reason why
but
I
we
said
the
that 'cause I
strong
was looking at
ones.
some kind of
None of us can live in this world alone. We all need help,
each other.
and we need to help one another. And that's for
Community.
all of you big politicians and big peoples in the city, whatever. Y'all knows who I'm talking about. I love that the city is coming back and all of that, but don't throw us away in the process.
There we
The
go.
ones that stayed here, was born and raised here, that went to school here, worked here.
We were born in Conant Gardens, Detroit, East Side, 7 Mile, Keystone area. That's where we were born, and that's still East Side of Detroit. And we were born and raised over on the East Side of Detroit. I've lived all over though.
When we ate, we picked our food out the garden.
Yeah, we did. My grandmother had every type of vegetable that it was. Our grandparents went to the farm. They bought the half a cow. They knew what the meat was. They kept a meat chart. You know, when you open up the cabinet, they kept that meat chart right there. And they had these like metal tables. And they had these grinders that were attached, that you attached to the table. And me and my sister, when they stuffed the meat down, we would have that roll, this little thingy, and we would like, and then this meat came down, and somebody holding a bowl with a meat. It was the most funniest thing. East Side Detroit, y'all.
And then my grandmother and my grandfather had this thing where if you was holding a conversation with you and you was telling a story and they didn't believe you,
Don't
they
tell
would
a
look at
secret.
each other. They would look at each other and one of them would say Utica right there, and they shake heads at one another and say,
And we
yeah,
would try
Utica.
to figure
And
out
we
what
would
it
try to
mean.
figure out what that word
You
mean.
better not say.
Utica. What that word means.
Yesterday.
I'll tell you the next time what that word means.